As you see, it's still a very windy day. The neighbor's temporary work shack for when they were building their house is about blown away. I'm surprised they hadn't secured the metal. It's kind of dangerous. I'm looking forward to getting some beautiful weather again. You see this grass and this ivy. Look at this ivy running out right here. It used to be all out there on the beach. You see it all in here on this lot. You used to continue out onto the beach like that. And it was a really big help. And let me tell you a little story about that. So when Mel and I, when we bought this place, the beach had grass and that ivy all over it. And I liked it. I knew its purpose. I knew it was important. And I enjoyed seeing that ivy vine. It didn't bother me. There was some sticker bushes, kind of like what we have like a mesquite tree in Texas. I don't remember what their name is for it here. There was some of those. Yeah, you don't want those thorns sticking out everywhere. I didn't care if those were removed. But I expressed deeply to the family to do not remove that vegetation. They said, we're going to clean your lot. No, I don't want it cleaned like that. Maybe the trash, debris, loose wood. Don't destroy the ivy. Don't destroy the grass. Well, to them, clean it up, it's got to be shaved down to naked sand like you're going to be on the beaches of Boracay. No, me as a kind of emerging environmentalist towards protecting the shorelines, no, don't do that. Next thing I know, they have goats staked out and it's eating the grass and they're eating the ivy. I didn't buy this to be a goat farm. I don't want goats out here on this beach eating that up. We need that. Well, Mel and I leave and we go somewhere and come back and the beach is shaved naked. Her family, including her dad, got down there and shaved every bit of grass and ivy and all with bolos. Completely removed it. Had that thing swept down to nothing but clean, bare, naked sand. And my heart dropped. And it's been dropped ever since. Why did you do that? And there has been some conflicts of where their rights and their boundaries are in this situation. And I'm just telling the truth out there. If anybody or any of them see it and they get their feelings hurt, get them hurt, because the truth is just the truth. I'm not trying to be selfish about it. I'm not trying to be greedy about it. If I paid for the place, my wishes is the way it should be, right? And I know how important that vegetation is. I did not want it stripped away. Their intentions to help me, they're wonderful. They are. Their intentions to help me are wonderful. But respect my wishes. That's one of the things that I've had a little bit of conflict, with the family on. Respect my wishes. Yes, they're different than what your wishes are, but it's not your place. It's not your place. It's not a goat farm. It's not a cow farm. In this neighborhood, we have people trying to have landscaping in front of their houses. And even over there right now, the landscaping is ravaged. I managed to get a lot of those free roaming goats out of here. And turns out most of them belong to my wife's family. And of course, they're trying to edge in a means of a living, right? But the thing is, this is a subdivision that there's a big, beautiful home back over here. They try to have landscaping. There's a dentist just down from them out of Iloilo that him and his wife built a cute house there. And they spent money and had a landscaper to come in around the front of it. We have landscaping for the subdivision. We have Yoli here that's trying to have landscaping. and many new homes coming in as well, and us too. Across the front of my place, I plan to have landscaping. And landscaping and hungry goats, free ranging, don't go together. And they'll try to say, oh, we tied them over on this vacant lot. We staked it out. Man, those goats are dragging those ropes and metal bar stakes behind them everywhere, wrapping them around everything. Mayhem. But so this is some of the things you've got to deal with. You've got to make sure that the people around you respect you and respect your wishes. I didn't buy this place as their personal playground. Of course, they're welcome here. Of course, they can visit, and we can all enjoy here. But the choices of where things are planted, the choices of how I want my grass, if I want to keep the beach covered in ivy and grass as well, so those roots are holding the sand, those are my choices. That's my choice. As long as I'm living and breathing in this world, that's my choice, and it needs to be respected. Where a tree is put, that's my choice. Let me, for instance, they're really trying to help. Their intentions are great, but sometimes the understanding of the effects is the problem. So right now, in a planter right up next to my driveway out the back here, which I had curbs put on and all, right up next to it, they planted a tree. And this is going to be a pretty tough tree with pretty aggressive roots, right? And those roots are going to bust my planter. Right, you know, it's not a tall, deep planter like those out by the beach. This is right outside my garage here. I wanted small plants in, just something real low profile, not up where you're like, if I had a vehicle there or I'm around the boat, that I don't have limbs brushing me in the back and all. Something down low, short, simple, pretty, maybe just some flowers there. Actually, I was going to plant like peppers in there is what I wanted. I want it to grow peppers. That's probably the main thing I'm going to grow down that side. And I come in, there's trees planted in there. They done transplanted in big papayas in a very minimal area. There's probably not even 24 inches of space right there, right? They've done planted in trees that took root, and oh, we planted this for you. Well, there's a roof there. What's the tree gonna do? Hit the roof. There's a curb there. What's the roots gonna do? They didn't even plant it in the middle of that 24 inches back to 1 foot. They planted it right up next to the cement. And you know, Melinda, she gets caught in the middle of it. You know, she has to listen to me gripe, and then they complain because I'm complaining, and we try to help him. And these are things that can happen with foreigners sometimes. I know of it already with other couples. That's why some expats here, some foreigners here, as much as they love the family, and I love my family, don't get me wrong by this video, I love my family. They're good people. They have good intentions. I love them, no doubt. But sometimes there's bumping of heads, you know, and there's boundaries that are hard to get set. It's just true. So some foreigners choose, yeah, we love the family too, but we're going to live over on the next island, or we're going to live an hour away or 30 minutes away, and you come visit us, we'll come visit you. Do we have regrets buying here sometimes? Our intentions was good to be near the family. Yeah, we do. We do. There's some other family members that are considering buying property that they said, we're not going to buy right there. We're not going to buy close like that, just to weed out that problem. They're going to buy further away. I'm not used to having to squint my eyes in the sunshine. Amazing. I did not know the sun existed anymore. It's been so long here. But the wind's still going. So when I'm talking about building here in the Philippines. Each situation is different, each family is different. This is a family full of good hearts, but they've got to know where their boundary is. They've got to learn to ask, bro, do you want this tree? Where do you want to plant it? Not me just show up and it is like a forest in my place, that most of those are going to have to be yanked right back out to put septic. Most of those are going to have to be yanked right back out to bury water lines. It's just randomness too. I mean, total randomness. And then there was a papaya that I liked, and I was really enjoying watching it grow. I was like, oh, when I bought the property, I was so happy for that papaya tree. And come over here one day and it had been sawed in half. Whoop, right in half. Chopped off. Oh, bro, your papaya tree's too big now. What the heck? What the heck? If I want to let it get 100 foot tall, I'm not saying a papaya is going to get 100 foot tall, but if that's what I want, that's what I want. Maybe I didn't even want it for the benefit of only the papaya off of it. I was enjoying the size of it. I was enjoying the beauty of the leaves and it big. Yanked right out from underneath me. I almost pulled the plug on being here. Mel and I, we went home to the US and we sat and had long, hard talks because of these issues, and she loves her family and I do too. But we thought maybe the only way to fix these issues is to just sell this place, stop everything we did, put it up for sale, and transfer somewhere else away. But we decided against that. We're just going to have to push through and get through some hardships and just stake our ground, you know. I mean, it's just the way it is. I know they're looking at gaining the benefits of reaping some stuff from fruits and trees and stuff over here off our property, but you need to do it on our terms, And I'm expressing all these things not to beat up Melinda's family. I'm expressing these things to know when you prepare to build or live in the Philippines and there's family involved, how things are going to be set with that family. I mean, how are they going to react? How are you going to handle these problems from the beginning? Now, there is some security that we have, and we're not trying to be selfish. It's just the way it is. Another thing I enjoyed about the subdivision is that you can't just go building random stuff all in here everywhere. We have a list of materials that can only be used. They have to be long-lasting, durable materials. It's a requirement of the subdivision. And I didn't have to worry about people coming in and squatting in on me. At least that's what I thought. We returned back from one trip, back from Texas to here, and what did I find down one side of my property? A whole little squatter house with chicken pens and duck pens and goats and bamboo shack thrown together and junk piled up. Done had a family member decided he was going to be our personal security guard and squat in on us and piling junk all up and playing music super loud when I didn't want it. I wanted the peace and quiet, and he wouldn't even listen to us. He went bullhead mode, and I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and I don't care what that American says. This is my niece's property, and I'm not answering to him, I'm answering to her. Well, let's see how that went. You don't see him here now. And things felt a little tension and a little ugly for a little while, but everything's all back good now. You've got to get over these humps. Not everybody has to. Not everyone has to, but in our situation, it's been something we've run into, and I've talked to many other expats that they've also encounter some of these problems. So Look at that. I mean, look at it. And I just can't reiterate enough. I'm not beating up the family. I'm not. They're good people. It's just I'm explaining about boundary and respect issues and the simple words of coming to you and asking. And the funny thing about that is they would say, and this is so famous in the Philippines, I'm not joking. You all know it out there. You Filipinos, you know it. You know it. You Filipinos, you know it. Their words was, I was shy to ask you. Yeah. I was shy to ask you to do that. So I just did it anyway.